toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Missouri State Bears, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Bears will put total leather to crank us up. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So West Virginia's offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Wants to fire on second down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Here's the handoff. He was searching for that first down marker, but he'll come up short. They stop him at the 22. It'll be 4th down. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Bears offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Using his legs, it's Blue. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Looking to throw on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Let's take a moment and think Missouri State. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. You don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Touchdown, Missouri State! Fitted in the window for the score.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. Let's take a second here and think about West Virginia. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's take a big view here on West Virginia. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program, and he's going to get...
Trying to get behind the defense. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Got a man. It's Joyner. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
And the Bears looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on second down. He makes a grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. How about this on first and goal? The give to the wide receiver. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy.
Going for the goal line, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri State. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it and forcing the incompletion.
Goes to the option. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Third down. Offense trying to go option, seeing if they can outflank the defense by pitching it, but nothing there. Great penetration up front. The defense looked like they were ready for it, guys, and they're able to come away with a massive negative play.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Oh, better look out! And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Finds him out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. On the ground, it's Preston. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Mountaineers want to move quickly. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock now inside 4 minutes as we're getting later in the first half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds.
Breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown Mountaineers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups. And you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Bear offense. Hand off from the shotgun. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Got it behind the line. It's Green. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, 2nd and 3rd and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Quarterback keeper. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Gonna run it. It's Preston. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The kick is on its way. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
On third down, he drops to throw. Safe completion on the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Bears will punt this one away. Boots, his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Shelton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Mountaineers will try to pick it up on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Quarterback may change this route. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Missouri State offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might...
There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
grabbed over the middle. It's Lloyd. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Bears look to keep this drive humming. The inside handoff. He has the first and still on his feet. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
I love when the offensive line takes control, manhandles the defensive line, and that's why you get a big gain.
The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Power football with the run. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. He's piled up 76 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. He leaves it with his back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. And the D deny them on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
Touchdown, Missouri State. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy, his second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
From the gun, running back gets to give. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on! Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Grab near the sticks. It's Hamilton. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
After that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll run it out of the shotgun. On the move at the 30. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
From the gun, running back on the move. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running.
Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Liberty is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 11 to Western Kentucky. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got enough for the first down. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And they tried to sneak the draw in there. The defense was not fooled.
You know, there's an art to selling the draw play, and that one was kind of more paint by numbers. Didn't turn out so well.
And the defense, you could tell, they weren't fooled. They were agreeing to painting by numbers and got in there quick, fast, and made the play.
Looking for room. It's screen. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
16. First down for the offense.
We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
To the air on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. They feed him again. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to pass inside the red zone. The quick out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
Well, this guy has had a day to remember, putting up outstanding numbers in this one, and he is still piling on in the fourth quarter, breaking off some beautiful runs. This defense has not had an answer for him all game long.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football, and it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bears! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And down he goes back at the 3. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lobs one high down the left side. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Just when you think you have this offense pinned down, they come up with a play like that, and now they've got it first and 10 from the 35. Quarterback running on the draw. Breaks into the open.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. The Mountaineers are flying down the field. Finds his man. It's Shelton. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And here comes the offense on second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Got his man in the middle. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down.
Fourth down.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch. It's Ward. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. So here comes the Missouri State offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making...
There he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly, 2-9.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting